On this nice sunny Monday, I think I've just established really bad timing here. Look at those buses, 2 of them. I talk about bad timing going to the bus stop. Oh dear. And I'm going to miss both of them. Damn. What a pain. I wish they'd string out the services a bit more. Oh no, it's only one bus. Oh no, it is 2. No, it's 2 buses. Damn it. Ah. Oh well. One might come along soon. It's happened before. So I guess got started a little late today. And I'm paying the price. Got this. I'll wait around too long. Oh dear. Oh, schools must be back. They've got the guys on the crossings. It's a bit early though. It's only early afternoon. At 2 o'clock or something, I think. Yeah, 2:19. Yeah, I had a bad night's sleep. Had to catch up and have a nap during the day, so totally disorientated. Well, at least it's a nicer day, but gee, that's a very depressing sight, seeing a couple of buses when you're waiting around for one. Well, we'll see. There might be another one coming along in 10-15 minutes. You never know. Yeah, very nice weather today. Good to get out. Just got to make some essential shopping, some greens and what have you. So we'll see how we go. Well, I paid for that missing those buses, so I had to wait at least a quarter of an hour. And then all the parents and kids from the school seemed to bustle out at about, I don't know, about 20 minutes to 3. It seemed a bit early to me, but maybe they start earlier up here. I wouldn't have a clue what the situation is with schools, thank God. I don't need to worry about that. Years ago I actually had nightmares about being back at school. I just hated it that much. I was so happy to get away from the confines of the school. But yeah, getting out of the bus, I could really feel the heat as soon as I got out. So stay in the shade, and I got myself a daily ticket again. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I might go back to Coles after I've done my shopping at Woolies, because I've got a few things to pick up there as well. I actually was intending on buying some Coles shares today, because I was talking to a friend of mine who put me on to investing in the stock market, and he said he's going to try to get some today, because the market might be down a little bit. It was down a little bit, but not enough for me to buy it. I've still got the order in, but I'm probably being a bit optimistic. Looking at $17.90, and it didn't even drop down to $18. So it did drop a bit, but what I did pick up actually was AIG shares, which I've owned in the past, but I've never had them this cheap. They're only about $4.80, which is really, really low. The cheapest I ever bought prior to that was about $5 something. So I thought, well look, it's near the reporting season. Obviously they're not travelling well. They must have had a fair few claims or something to go down to that price. But I bought some anyway. I bought a couple of thousand shares, and they probably won't pay very high dividends, but anything you get out of the stock market is better compared to bank interest. So yeah, it's just mugs going out in cash. Anyway, not too far from Woolies. Get the first trip out of the way, and then the second one, the more important one, I might pick up some more gin. We'll see how we go. But I'll just see what the price is like at Liquor Lounge when I get back from this trip, and I might get it all from Cairns Central next trip. But yeah, nice day there. I hopped on this bus pulling out now. It was going in the right direction, but it was out of order for some reason. So the driver's out to get out, so it's one of those days, I think. And it seems to be working okay, so I don't know what the problem is with it. Might be able to take passengers, who knows? Yeah, too warm to walk today, it's bloody hot. Well, the first part of my shopping mission today is over. Next one I'll be going to Coles, which is a bit further because you have to go right round in a circle past where I just went to get right into the belly of Cairns Central. So it's a bit circuitous, but it gets me there. Oh fuck this. Actually, there's no one on the no supervisors on the crossing. Surprising. Maybe because the school kids are finished, I don't know. Normally they'd be around a bit longer than this. Oh dear. Yeah, it's warm. And there is in the supermarket I came across, there's this one girl wearing a mask, and guess what? She was Asian, of course. Because it is part of the culture, especially in places like Vietnam. Not unusual at all. They don't need to worry about COVID. But yeah, got everything done. So got all my soft stuff in there, all the rolls and stuff. I bought up a bit of stuff today. I've got my greens and everything, so I'm pretty well set. Carrots are going dirt cheap. They're the only vegetables really cheap. But I'll just roast them up. They're really nice roasted. So, I forgot to buy gravy and buy it at Coles. I knew there was something I forgot. I don't make a list, I always forget something. Yeah, there's a bus there, but they're not going to go for a while. Oh dear. Yep, knew I'd forget something. Yeah, the gravy actually is fine as long as you put enough teaspoons of Gravox in the watery mix. It does make up quite a nice thick gravy, so looking forward to that. I'll do that with carrots, who are a little easier to use than pumpkin. Pumpkin's hard yakka because you've got to cut the bloody the skin off, and that's quite a I don't know if there's a quick way to do it, but it takes me a while to do it anyway. So carrots are much easier to roast, and they do taste delicious when they're roasted. It's really the caramelisation of them. They really yum. Yeah, very nice. So I might just make up a batch of them. You never know. I'll definitely use them. I'm using the oven a lot for roasting, actually. I've got to say, that's one of the main things I use it for. Even though it's crappy, it's got the rubber seals hanging off, it still seems to work fine. So, yeah, I'd be lost without an oven, to be honest with you. It's an essential for mine, cooking. Oh, there we go, going up towards where the foster care place is. I think it's foster care. Oh, a bit of a breeze. Alright, I'll sign off now. I'll be back for the second part of this thrilling adventure in cheapness on the public transport system. $2.40 for 4 trips. I think that's pretty cheap. Oh, well, it's my second leg of daily travel on the bus. Giving myself plenty of time before the bus is due this time. I'm not going to get caught out. They'd be incredibly early if they turned up now. So shouldn't be a problem getting the bus in. Got to go right round, do the circuit, go through the centre of town, and then go around in through the central part of the shopping centre. Hopefully I can pick up the bus from there to come home too. I don't see why not. So we'll see how it all goes, but it's certainly good value if you do a couple of trips a day. Probably should have started a bit earlier, but I had a terrible night's sleep and I need to catch up on some snooze, and so I was napping for probably about an hour, I think, at midday. So I don't know if they call them power naps. Probably in my time of life I think it might be a bit over the top. You would not believe it, but this bus just pulled out and I was across the road because there was too much traffic. I missed another bus. This is unbelievable today. I'm having such bad luck. Oh Christ. 2 times I've come up here and twice there's been a bus on the other side of the road I haven't been able to catch. Oh God, it's frustrating at times. There should be more buses coming, but God. I think they're just toying with me at the moment, the gods. My own personal bus at the moment. I'm the only passenger in the bus. There's no one else here. So, got my private bus. Just headed down right past Woolworths on the other side. And we'll be looping around to the right and then heading towards Cairns Central. So one more stop before the terminus stop in the belly of Cairns Central. There's a nice balconies around the CBD area. I don't know if that's accommodation or what, I'm not sure. Looks like it could be a restaurant. I mean, I never eat out here, so I save a heap of money, but yeah, if I want to eat out, I'll wait till I get back to Asia. And I can do it all the time and afford it. It could burn a hole in your pocket if you eat out here, anywhere in Australia, not just here in Cairns. It's just pretty standard prices. Apparently, there is a cheap place in Palm Beach, quite a reasonably priced takeaway place. There's the Jack. Yeah, there's plenty of bars, but I don't really just go to PJs these days unless there's people that have come to town. Then I'll go to the Pier Hotel. So there's Cairns Central, and there's a bus stop just outside here as well. But there's also one right inside Cairns Central. That's where I'm going. So we're going to head right into the car park area. And that'll be the last stop. And then it's more shopping. Lots of shopping today. And it wasn't cheap either, so I think there is a bit of inflation with supermarkets. There's some woman down here, I think she's off her head on ice or something. She's just mouthing off all the time, talking total shit, just yelling. It's not very nice. I'm hoping this is the right place to get the bus. This is where I'm sure it stopped, so I'm just hoping that they come down here, although there's no indication it's a normal bus stop, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It actually says this is the long-term bus stop. I might just walk a bit further, make sure I got the right one. I might end up walking home the way things are going to avoid that woman if anything else. Absolute nutter. I don't think there's any other bus stops down here. I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah, this wasn't such a great... Oh, is a bus coming? Oh, here's a bus. Okay. Well, where are they stopping? Down there. Oh God, it's confusing. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.